Hi everyone, this is Arcadius and welcome back to Naval. Today we will be reviewing the Japanese battleship Amagi, or as I have renamed her Ashitaka, since I have the sister ship. Now, this ship is actually really powerful and I feel like she's underrated in games. So let's take a look to see what we have. We have 72,200 health, which is relatively pretty good. 27 torpedo damage resistance, so still pretty bad. Up to 18 inches of armor. Looks like 254 millimeter belt armor. What is that? About 9 inches or so? A little more. So not a lot of belt armor. You do have very good armor on your barbettes, turret faces, and the bridge area, the battle bridge at least. But yeah, your armor is not very strong. You can easily be one-shotted by shooting the broadside. However, you do have the most 16-inch guns at this tier. Your matchmaking tier 8, so you're going up against North Carolina's and Massachusetts, which have 9 16-inch guns, whereas you have 10 16-inch guns arranged in 5 twin turrets, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, kind of like Nagato, and then 1 in this strange midships area. All in all, she's really good ship. Let's see here. The guns, 2.1 rounds a minute. You can see all the stats here. The shell velocities are almost identical for high explosive and armor piercing, so pretty easy to use. Gun range is 21.7 kilometers. I actually remember when this ship had shorter gun range than Nagato, and they finally made it so that it was longer than Nagato, but it was still kind of funny at a time. Her secondaries are actually pretty bad. 4.6 kilometers. You actually don't want to be in range. Yes, you do have a bunch of casemates, just like Nagato, and you have some twin 5-inch guns on the side, quite a few of them actually. However, her limited range of 4.6 kilometers actually makes them pretty much worthless. Because if you go back to Nagato, they were what, 5? Yeah, 5 kilometers. So you had a little boost there. Amagi, though, however, your maneuverability means you don't really want to get in close. That also ties into your armor. You don't want to get that close. But yeah, your secondaries are not the best. Fun little fact, she is the fastest Japanese battleship at 30 knots. Everything else goes slower than that. So that's a little cool little tidbit. She's actually was designed as a battle cruiser, so that's what where her speed comes from. She also has a fighter. You can see the stats there. She carries 3 fighters. She also has pretty good anti-aircraft defense. And the one thing I remember when I was grinding the ship is that even at her base hull, she has pretty good AA defense. Let me take a look at the stats. Yeah, as you can see here, the diameters are good. The range is not so much, which is pretty much the same kind of theme for the entire Japanese battleship line. But the diameters are actually really good. You will knock down quite a few planes with this ship, maybe more than you would expect, honestly. Obviously, that's not going to save you from being targeted and sunk by carrier aircraft if you're focused, but you can at least take some of them with you. Alright, so what else? Yeah, the ship is like really good. You just have to keep in mind that you have bad armor, and your secondaries and AA are not going to be as effective as you might think they are. However, you are very fast. You have the heaviest 16-inch broadside at this tier, and you're pretty good range, and your shell velocity means you can land a decent number of shots at range. So, without further ado, let's toss into a game and see how we can do today. Alright, and here I have ourselves a game of 4 battleships, bunch of cruisers, and a couple destroyers. No carrier, surprisingly. Alright, so let's see. She's a very long ship. She's a very tall ship, but she's also a very beautiful ship, honestly. Alright, so let's see what we're up against. We have Massachusetts at Tirpitz, King George V, Amagi, Kitakami, Ayodo, Wichita, New Orleans, Tone, Kagero, Benson. So the ships that are going to be the most trouble are Tirpitz and the destroyers. Now I do have health buffs and speed buffs applied at this time as well. So this is not the base ship. Gun angles, if I remember correctly, they're actually pretty good. Alright, so 4 guns. Your angle is there-ish. Which you can bounce quite a few shots actually at that angle. If you want to use all 5 turrets, your gun angle is something like that. You can still bounce some shots from the mid to aft part of your ship, but in the bow, you're going to be eating some major chunk damage. As you can see, the maneuverability is not the best. She is very, very long hold, so she will not turn as easily as you would expect, or actually, you might expect her not to turn that easily, but she doesn't turn very well. Let's just keep it at that. Alright, so we're coming up. No good broadsides right now, but there's a New Orleans. Gonna give us broadside. I'll take that. Now, I haven't played the last time. I don't remember the last time I played this ship, so let's see. Okay, well, we got half a ship down. But the aim wasn't that good on my end. I mean, if New Orleans is going to keep going in a straight line, I'll be more than happy to finish her off. As you can see, the accuracy is pretty good as well. There we go. Immediate deletion. Well, 2 salvo deletion, I should say. I actually want to see if I can take out some of the steer pits, because whatever I can take out now will help me later on. I think I'm giving a little bit too much lead. Actually, no, that looks pretty good. The rate of fire is pretty good as well for this ship. It was base of 2.1. I may have increased that a little bit. I'm still giving, ooh, I citadeled her. A little bit too much lead, but that's fine. I gotta get used to the ship again. Okay, so I'm gonna slow down a little bit, because this tier pits is still giving me, well, it was giving me broadside, but now it's not. Let's see if I can get over this island. A little bit. 17,000. Pretty good chunk. Alright, so it's all gonna ricochet. Is there anything over here worth shooting? Guess we can go for the Massachusetts. I don't think that's enough lead. Let's do that. There's the first shell. Pretty good. There's the rest. Alright, let's switch our guns over onto this side, or at least get them started. Alright, we're gonna go tangle with the steer pits. It looks like our team is mopping them up on the other side of the map, which is good. So we're in secondary range of turret, so as soon as it sees a good chance, like it is right now, it'll start firing. And the damage will start adding up. Our secondaries are actually shooting too. I don't really expect much from them though. I'm actually going to take out this Amagi if I can, because that's a lot more guns and there's a lot bigger guns. I'm surprisingly not getting any citadels. As you can see, the armor at this tier actually is strong enough that the casemates are not actually doing much, if anything. but you can do considerable amount of damage. Oh wow, I'm kind of closed in here. Yeah, this is not really where you want to be with a ship, because you get completely broadsided like that. Alright, so let's finish off. Okay, 3 fires is too much. Oh, yep, big citadel hits. Let's see if we can finish out this Amagi. Almost. Focus secondaries. Maybe the secondaries can actually take her. Yeah, there we go, secondary kill. Alright, let's try and get. So, Tirpitz can only use 2 or 15-inch guns on us. Or turrets instead of all 4. Of course, we're set on fire again. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make it out of this one, but we're doing quite a bit of damage. And there's only the Massachusetts pretty much left. And then we'll be able to finish her off here right now. And I don't think we're going to survive this fire. But we might. Hopefully. Actually, was it? No, it's got 15 seconds. 8. No, we're done. Oh well. We were close. But yeah, you can see how powerful this ship is. It gets major amounts of damage. But you should also try and stay at range, because if you go too close, you saw how bad the armor was. I was getting citadel left and right. And I wasn't actually able to get citadels myself that often, unfortunately. And then we have the last destroyer out in A. What is it? Probably, yeah, Kagero. There she is. So I'm gonna pause the video, wait till this game is over. Alright, and the battle's now over. We had 219,000 damage, 3 ships sunk, 81 shell hits, 4 aircraft shot down, 5 citadels, 102 secondary hits, for just under 5,000 base XP. So we had 207,000 damage in armor piercing. Secondary battery did 11,000. So armor piercing was actually able to do 10,000, and the 5-inch high explosive did 1,500 or about. So as you can see, secondaries are not going to get you that much damage. They will give you some, I will say, but not enough to make a real difference. Your main weapon, by no surprise, since you're a battleship, is your main guns. There wasn't really any good chances to show off for AA, however, stock AA and fully upgraded AA are pretty powerful. So you can definitely increase it if you wanted to. I have mine focused for reload and rotation, though I feel like she might be able to go for accuracy as well. All in all, she's still a very good ship. I don't play her that often, mainly because I just have too many ships to play her unless I really want to. I do take her out once in a while, however, though. So she's still pretty fun. She's not bad by any means, and she's just a very special ship. You need to know how to play her. She's not as forgiving as something like North Carolina is. So as of right now, I will end today's video. If you like the video, make sure you like and subscribe for further content, and join me tomorrow while we go over Yamato. One of the best ships, in my opinion, in the game, but that's debatable. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. So, like I said, thank you for watching, and have a good day.